AM 760 Talk and Breaking News. Mark Larson here. Glad you joined us. If you tuned in late, well, we started 10:05. Oliver North was with us, and he's not talking to too many media ever, but and especially now that he's the head of the NRA. So that'll be up in the podcast. In fact, I have a feeling it's up there now. If you go to AM 760's website, 760kfmb.com, free podcast, get it right there. Now, Kristin Gaspar is the chair, the person of chair. You're not offended if I say chairwoman, right?
Not at all.
Chairwoman of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, and you are breaking some news today. What's up?
I am breaking some news today. Yesterday, I received a phone call that I thought was possibly a joke at first, but it was actually an invitation from the White House. And next week, I will be in the same room with the President of the United States, our Attorney General, and possibly the Homeland Security Secretary as well.
Wow.
As you know, I've been extremely vocal in my opposition to Governor Brown's sanctuary state legislation, SB 54. It's gotten the attention of the President of the United States. This is likely the first time a San Diego County supervisor has been invited by the president to take part in a strategy session. The president and his team wants to know what's happening in San Diego County and how these sanctuary laws have affected us. So San Diego will be the largest county representing California in this meeting, and I am incredibly honored.
Well, and you should be. You sure it wasn't Eric Rubalcaba as Donald Trump calling you with it? From the Slater show, he might. No, it sounds legit. So Kristin Gaspar going back to be part of this group of, what is it, like 12, 15 people, something like that, in these gatherings?
Well, it's my understanding that only 15 people from the entire state of California were invited. The group includes mayors, sheriffs, and other county supervisors. This is an incredible opportunity for San Diego to share its story about the public safety impacts involved with becoming a sanctuary state. And, of course, it's not just the sanctuary state. Now we have reached this tipping point with compounding legislation. We've just learned of SB 174, allowing non-citizens to participate on all boards and commissions.
Yeah, it's gotten so out of control on so many fronts. And then that dovetails with the homeless crisis as well. That continues to, even though there have been some strides made on that, that is still a problem. I saw that again being downtown last night, just going to a function in that tower above Petco Park, and it just keeps reappearing. I have compassion for those people who have hard luck stories, but we also have programs for that. And it's just so much of this is just out of control on so many fronts. And what I like about whatever this will turn out to be when you're going to D.C. to meet with the president and these key people on this issue of the whole sanctuary state fight and so forth, is that they're actually asking for input from on the ground, real world places in California. Because you know how it normally comes down, whether it's D.C. or Sacramento, it's like, well, we got together, we're all the experts, and we're going to tell you, because that's what they did with Prop 47. I know the people voted for that, but it was spun in a way that, and it compounded a lot of this stuff where you're releasing criminals because the jails are full and so forth. They change the rules, and then they expect you to pay for it. That's the other part. It's like, we've come down from on high, and you're expected to do this, and now it's your problem. So the fact that, as crazy as people may think Trump comes off sometimes, this is a good way to do it. I mean, it's not the first time it's been done to have a county supervisor chair there, but apparently, it's refreshing that they're actually saying, what's it like where you actually deal with this, as opposed to
sharing
on
our
Capitol
story
Hill.
is so important, and I've been sharing our story even with San Diegans. They're just unaware that we're at this place in time where we're nearing 350 criminals. Now, these are individuals who have not only entered the U.S. illegally, but individuals who continue to disrespect our laws by committing crimes. Now, 350 criminals released back onto San Diego streets with no local law enforcement ability to inform ICE of their release. That's a change under SB 54. 142 gang members released back out into sanctuary states. We got 89 in California, many of which are part of MS-13, the worst of the worst offenders. These are the numbers, and this is why it's so important that San Diego, as the largest county representing California in this meeting, is able to share that firsthand experience of the impacts to our community.
Do you get any sense, talking to Kristin Gaspar, the chair of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, do you get any sense that there will be other communities, other counties, municipalities, what have you, joining you along with other cities like Escondido and so forth? Do you think that'll be happening?
I have not seen the actual invitees. I'm not certain of who the 15 people
No, I'm not talking
be.
about for that. I'm just talking about just generally, because as San Diego County voted on...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
yeah.
other cities.
Yeah, are there
throughout.
others lining up? Because I gotta figure you're getting some back-channel blowback from people who think it's the most horrible thing ever that you could do as a board. And obviously that heats things up in the election year. But are there other cities that might go, okay, now that San Diego County's done it, we'll do it too? You have any sense that there'll be maybe more of that along the way?
Well, it was important that we took a leadership role and we started sharing the numbers, sharing the information, and that helps other cities who might be considering taking up the issue. I can share with people that if they are hesitant to talk about this, I've received so much feedback from the left, from the right, across political parties, thank you notes coming to my office, postcards. I'm up to probably 1,200 emails that support what the county has done, and I still have fewer than 50 emails from those who are upset with the county's actions. So it's completely weighted towards supporting the county in its actions. So if other cities are concerned about it, I understand, but push the politics out of it. Look at the changes that have happened under this legislation. This has not made our community safer because our deputies were never asking people about their citizenship status when people would call in and report things they saw in the community. So when you hear people like Governor Brown talk about why SB 54 was needed, he says that the reason it was needed, we can't have people fearful of our local law enforcement.
Right. They wouldn't report.
In San Diego,
right.
They never were. So pre-SB 54 status quo, we were safer because at least these 350 criminals that we now have back out on the streets, we had the ability to report before they left our jails, and ICE could intercept them there instead of out in our neighborhoods.
Well, it's going to be a hot topic, and I'm glad that it is at the White House with the president and the attorney general and most likely Homeland Security Secretary as well. Just 15 people or so in the state of California invited, and Kristin Gaspar, chair of the County Board of Supervisors, one of those people. So congratulations on that. Now go back to work. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is all work anyway. Appreciate the breaking news. Thanks. AM 760 Talk and Breaking News.